Hello everyone, welcome to today's The High Society Handbook, The Real Deal, how to truly belong in the world of high society in 6 short chapters. It's about 10 minutes chat. So let's get started. Why just sparkle when you can shine? Today we are not just skimming over the glossy surface of fancy fortunes. We are diving headfirst into what it really takes to exude the understated class of high society, regardless of what's in your wallet. This is very, very important. Why obsess over looking like old money, which honestly can come off like a bit try hard when you can master the secret handshake of belonging? So grab your favorite drink, make yourself comfy, and let's crack this code together. By the time we are done, you'll get the basis on what counts and what doesn't count in the high society social circles. Let's start with some definitions. Old money versus new money and the new concept of genteel luxury. So let's unpack what we mean when we toss around terms like old money and new money. These aren't just tags we slap on the wealthy to tell them apart at galas when you're bored. Oh no, they come with their own set of unwritten rules, histories, and of course a little bit of drama, because drama is everywhere. So let's get started from old money. This is the type that whispers instead of shouts. It's wealth that has been in the family long enough to earn its very own pedigree papers. Old money doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. It's all about heritage, legacy, and almost effortless elegance. Think about ancient family estates, art collection passed down through generations, and a social calendar filled with events that are more about tradition than trend. Old money is like a fine wine. It gets better with age and is often enjoyed quietly among those truly, really appreciated steps. Now flip the script and you have new money. This is the loud and proud side of wealth. It's freshly minted, bold, and often made by those who shook hands with destiny and came out with a fortune. Or less than a fortune, but still. New money loves the spotlight and often buys into the latest trends, the biggest houses, the flashiest cars. It's about making a statement and often about enjoying the fruits of hard-earned labor with a bit of showmanship. Until it's a bit, it's okay. When it's too much, New money isn't shy about its status. It wants the world to know it has arrived. And here's where my concept of genteel luxury comes in. Imagine old money's tradition blended beautifully with the vibrancy modernity. Genteel luxury is quiet luxury, but shimmering with glam and a touch of sparkle, which I put in everything I do. It's about maintaining a refined hair that's grounded in tradition, yet alive with modern flair. Think of it as the perfect synthesis of classical charm and contemporary chic. Heritage with a twist, if you will. I'm so captivated by this concept that I've decided to explore it further in a book I'm currently writing on genteel luxury. And this book aims to guide you through mastering this artful way of living, showing you how to navigate high society with ease and an added sparkle of modernity. But we'll talk about this later on and in other videos, so let's just get back to our chat. Let's start with some history about the Vanderbilt-Astor rivalry. Now, it's crucial to remember an often overlooked fact. Every storied old money dynasty started somewhere. Even the oldest money was the newest money at some point. And this transformation is not just about accumulating wealth, but being clever about it. For example, there's a historical rivalry that perfectly illustrates this dance of social acceptance, the Vanderbilt-Astor feud. This isn't just a story of wealth, it's a saga of society's gatekeeping. In the late 19th century, the Gilded Age, the Vanderbilts, despite their immense new money from railroads and shipping, were initially snubbed by the old money elite, especially New York, epitomized by none other than Mrs. Caroline Astor, the queen of New York society. Mrs. Astor, with her impeccable Knickerbocker lineage, dictated literally the social comings and goings of New York's elite, hosting gatherings in rooms where only la crème de la crème of all money were welcomed. The Vanderbilts, burning with desire to be recognized by the social arbiters, knew that they had to do something grand. And so Alpha Vanderbilt threw a lavish costume ball, a spectacle of opulence and undeniable decoration of social arrival. It was a turning point, for even Mrs. Astor could no longer ignore the social power and capital the Vanderbilts had amassed. This historic encounter fascinates me not just as a tale of social strategy, but because it echoes through the walls of my own home, Noblewoods. This Gilded Age grand house in Boston has seen its share of socialites, and some of the previous owners and mistresses of this place were frequenting the very figures we are talking about today. So walking through the same spaces like this drawing room where such dynamic social interactions unfolded, I'm constantly reminded of the delicate dance between tradition and ambition, a theme that resonates deeply in the ethos of my Genteel Luxury concept. So as we reflect on these titans of society, remember that their story isn't just about who had more. It's about how they used their wealth to craft a legacy that transcended mere money. It's about creating a narrative that allowed them eventually to redefine what it meant to belong to high society. And I also want to talk about my family experience and the art of social acceptance. It's really an art that you can learn. So let's dish about the real secrets of mingling with the ultra wealthy, shall we? Take my family story, for example. Imagine my father was a yacht designer and a creator of those stunning mega yachts, completed with helipads on top. Despite not having oil wells as a backyard decoration like some of our acquaintances, our family was right at home among the global elite, from royals to tech moguls to actresses and people you didn't know the name, but they were so rich. And while we were so warmly embraced by this circle, it just wasn't about the impressive yachts. Of course, that helped. My dad was creating their toys, so people were happy about that. But it was about the savoir-faire, the soft skills. My mom could charm an entire room with her wit and grace, turning every dinner into an unforgettable experience. So here's the scoop. We were certainly privileged, but in rooms filled with those whose wealth could dwarf small countries, it was just our manners, our understanding of the unspoken rules of high society that made us equals. This is the core of social acceptance. It's not just about how much you have, but how you carry what you have. It's about being able to be with people who have so much more than you do, and at the same time not to be snob towards the one that have less than you. Remember that sometimes empty wallets can come with wonderful personalities you want to surround yourself with. Think about writers, artists, or many others. So the arts of etiquette and grace aren't outdated concepts. They are timeless tools that can open doors, build bridges, and yes, even secure a permanent seat at the table. So whether you are stepping onto a yacht or into a gala, remember it's not about the bling you bring, but the class you exude. Because in high society, being remembered fondly is far more valuable than just being remembered, especially for the wrong things. Don't be an outsider. So let's get real about something that often gets glossed over in the glittering world of high society. You see, it's not just about snagging the latest designer bag or getting snap at the hottest spot. The social media are full of this, and it's so vacuous. So what really counts? It's the soul behind the sparkle, the genuine values of all money that go beyond mere appearances. Here's a little insider tip. Many will try to sell you on the idea of looking like old money, down to the watch you wrist and the car in your driveway or the way you dress. But let me tell you, that's all surface stuff. It's like being a beautiful shell with nothing inside. And this is the main point of our conversation. Chasing after these things can make you feel like you are always on the outside looking in, trying to be something you are not. But here's the chic and true secret. Through elegance and sophistication, come up from soaking up the deeper, timeless qualities of old money. It's about more than just fitting in. It's about how you treat people, the respect you show, and the legacy you're building. And here is where the real magic happens: soft skills. Refining your soft skills opens the right doors, not just in social circles, but also in professional ones. So forget about just looking the part. The real magic happens when you embody the best qualities of old money: discretion, subtlety, a sense of legacy. That's what I call Genteel Luxury, a fabulous fusion of classic charm and personal integrity that never goes out of style. Pretentious versus chic. I have a lot to tell you about this, and I want to take you to an evening in London that perfectly painted the picture of pretense versus poise. So I was at this restaurant in upscale Belgravia, known for attracting the who's who. From the outside, you think it was the gateway to high society heaven. Security and velvet ropes, even without a queue. I mean, there was no one out there, which is interesting. Why? But inside, though, it was a different story. Fantastic ambiance, but the service stumbled. And the manager, bless his heart, was not suited for the job. We had a below average service, while a clearly underdressed group next to us with a parade of brand logos and loud chatter was getting all the staff attention. It was clear this was a stage for the nouveau riche, not the discreet charm of the truly chic. So it got me thinking once again that true sophistication isn't about the flash or the followers. It's about the seamless experience, especially if you have an establishment. Please listen to this. Everything from the greetings to the goodbye has to be gracefully orchestrated. That night, as I watched this spectacle, I decided this wasn't my scene, nor my friends. I crave environments where elegance is lived and not performed. So, genuine sophistication and comfort in high society come from being true to oneself, not conforming to an ostentatious standard. It's about knowing that the real luxury lies in authenticity, not in the gold-plated menu or the designer uniform of the staff or anything that is just a surface thing. And so we circle back for our conclusion to where we started. What does it really mean to belong in the world of new and old money? It's not about merely mimicking the outer forms of wealth. It's about embodying the spirit of genteel luxury, where tradition meets your authentic self. Belonging in high society, or anywhere really, comes from within. It's about feeling comfortable in your own skin and knowing that your value doesn't hinge on external validation. When you refine your soft skills and embrace the deeper values of old money, you're not just fitting in, you are truly belonging. You feel like you're belonging. So remember, the aim isn't to look like old money or to dazzle like new money. It's about being so genuine yourself that you transform any room you enter. This is the essence of true elegance, the heart of genteel luxury, and the soul of every memorable interaction. So let's not chase after the appearance of belonging. Let's live it, breathe it, and be it, effortlessly and authentically. See you next time, and if you like this video, please tap the thumb up and don't forget to subscribe to continue our journey towards refinement together.